So I just stumbled upon this TCL distribution called wacl that lets you run TCL in the browser. How cool is that?
Wait, seriously, TCL in the browser? I wouldn't have imagined that. How does it even work?
Right? It integrates a TCL interpreter into the web page and connects with JavaScript. It's like bridging two worlds.
That's fascinating. I wonder how practical it is for developers. Can they really do much with it?
Absolutely. They can create client-side web applications using the TCL tools and libraries they've already developed.
But doesn't that assume they already know TCL? What about those who are more familiar with JavaScript?
True, that could be a barrier. But think about it, TCL has a long history and a well-established code base that can be reused.
So it's kind of like giving a new life to older code. That's an interesting approach.
Exactly, plus it includes features like client sockets and an event loop for handling events. Pretty robust.
Wait, how do those client sockets work? Do they connect to servers seamlessly?
Yeah, you can use the socket async command to connect to WebSocket servers. It makes for smooth data transmission.
That sounds really powerful. But I wonder if older browsers can handle WebAssembly since it's preferred.
Good point, older browsers might struggle. wacl compiles to smaller WebAssembly files, but compatibility can be an issue.
I can see that being a drawback. What about the size trade-offs when including extensions?
Oh right, some extensions like TDOM can significantly increase the download size, which may affect users with low bandwidth.
That's a real concern. So it's all about balancing functionality with performance.
Exactly, developers need to think about which packages are essential versus what can be left out.
And I assume that means testing how each extension performs right. That must take some effort.
Definitely, but the inclusion of TDOM for parsing XML and HTML makes it tempting to add more capabilities.
True, but if the end-user experience suffers, is it really worth it? There's always a trade-off.
Right, and let's not forget about the initial setup, it's not exactly plug and play.
Yeah, setting up the script and SDK could intimidate some folks. What a learning curve.
But for those who are willing to dive in, the payoff could be huge. They can leverage decades of TCL development.
And that's where the innovation lies. But I'm curious, what are the most exciting potential applications?
Think about interactive applications or web-based data processing tools. The possibilities seem endless.
That's a great connection. It could really enhance web functionality in a unique way.
And imagine integrating real-time data with TCL scripts like live data dashboards. Sounds powerful, right?
Absolutely. But I wonder if there are specific limitations or challenges developers might face.
Well, browser compatibility is a big one, along with the learning curve for those new to TCL.
And we can't ignore performance issues, especially with larger packages impacting load times.
Right, developers really need to weigh their options carefully when choosing what to include.
So what you're saying is, while wacl opens doors, it also requires strategic thinking.
Exactly, it's a mix of opportunity and responsibility, balancing innovation with practicality.
I love that. It really showcases how technology evolves while also demanding more from us.
Absolutely, and it's a reminder that as we move forward, we have to consider both possibilities and limitations.
So true. I guess the final question is it worth diving into TCL for developers already entrenched in JavaScript?
That's a tough one, it depends on their project needs. If they see a clear advantage, it could be worth it.
But if they're comfortable with JavaScript, they might hesitate, right? It's a risk-reward situation.
Exactly, it's about finding that sweet spot where TCL can enhance their projects without complicating things.
Well, whatever the outcome, I'm excited to see how wacl evolves. It's an intriguing development.
Agreed, and who knows, it could inspire a whole new wave of web applications. Let's keep an eye on it.